Hi, welcome to the course. In this section, we will know the production process and concept development of Cursed King. So I just had a rough idea to make a villain, and the first idea that came into my mind is how about a zombified character. So obviously, while talking about the zombie, we think about the Walking Dead. Next was the Red Skull from Thor, and I also had an idea to put some anatomically perfect skull features in the character. So next, what I did was to get some jewelry reference from the Egyptian era, and I took all the references and put them in a very important and yet powerful software called PureRef. The link is given in the image. You can download the reference gathering software. And once I had all this idea, I started making the rough sketch. I don't have any particular idea or particular shape in my mind, but I just want to create a very shrill and very thin character with some kind of shrewdness flowing around. And so I just created a rough skull-like of shape. Here I'm using a standard brush with 75% of opacity, and I'm trying to mimic as much as possible the anatomical references or anatomical things correct in the sketch. I made the image a bit little to fit in the canvas, and then I started adding the features into it. Uh, I draw the shape for the eye, the important muscles of neck. So I keeping on drawing these things and until I get a satisfied result in forms and shapes. So here I'm using a liquify tool to uh, better or modify the shape even better. And I'm using a simple liquify brush and changing some of the proportions. I want the forehead to be more protruded, so I just want to blow it up, and I just dragged it and dragged the back of the head and made it and gave it some more volume to it. Uh, I have also extended the jaw of it and lowered the shoulder. I'm even protruding the forehead even further. So I'm kind of satisfied, and I'm just changing the brush, and I am giving some more definition. I just made the color more intense and just making the line of action around the face and where the main wrinkles, the main area of features used to come up. So this is the little area for the eye sockets. Made of nose with skeletal feature, hardened jaws, and a broad smile. I'm just taking the reference from the Red Skull at this place for getting the eye feature and the way it looks, a bit more definition the muscle and clavicle. I'm just making it a bit more sharper, the chin area, giving some definition with shadows. So I just wanted to put some cut mark, and here I want to create some eroded, dead kind of tooth, which is not very good to look at. So I'm just cleaning up the form. So with more features getting added in, the form is getting much more prominent and understandable. I'm always keeping in mind how I'm going to sculpt it. So that's a major advantage of being a 3D artist or 3D sculptor at the same time doing your own concept. So you can always keep in back of your mind like how you're going to address those forms in a sculpt. So I'm giving some more shadows to define the forms. Just adding some gradient background and some highlights to define the depth of the face. Just experimenting with some few more brush strokes. So once I'm happy with the basic form or basic treatment of the character, I just draw some few silhouette shape for the same character and copy them to experiment with more accessories. So that is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm just making a silhouette form of this character as small thumbnail previews. I'm sorry for my voice. I'm not that well today. So I drew four of the preview thumbnails, and I'm just experimenting with some jewelry accessories, which reference I took as I have shown previously. So these are some of the jewelry or accessories that I'm drawing randomly with different kind of shapes or expressions in my mind. This shape has some similarity with the Eiffel Tower of Paris. So I'm just not limiting myself within jewelry forms, but I'm also taking some reference from great known architecture. It may be some kind of architecture, it may be some kind of religious forms or shapes. I mean, the area of exploration is huge, so you should not limit yourself in any kind of object or any reference particularly. Here I'm drawing some kind of moon, half crescent moon, and giving some more shape to it. And for the top one, I was not. I added a choker to the moon-shaped or the crescent-shaped jewelry thumbnail. I'm even refining some other jewelry parts also. I'm just randomly working around just to get the feel, exactly the feel which I want in that character. For this, I don't know, it's some kind of candy shaped, but I like the big form on the face also. It kind of hides him, and I add some ropes, random ropes as jewelry at his neck. So here are some of the feelings. Like this one is a soft and struggling character. I mean, it's trying to get out of its own image. So those for that hidden shapes are there. This one is more blazed and strangled. For strangled feature, I've used the choker. This one has a high ambition, so I have put Eiffel Tower as a form of ambition, and also this character looks much more mature. And for the fourth one, I'm not exactly sure what I want, but I like the forms. So, like using these different kind of shapes, I'm just trying to get a feel of the character. So, hope to develop some more in the next chapter. Thank you for watching.